I have a great one for you all today. It is a $50,000 grant. If you don't know, a grant is debt-free funding, which means that you can use grant money to grow your business without having to pay back a loan or even pay interest. And so if you really think about it, it's kind of like free money. And so it's very important, anytime you come across a grant that you know you qualify for, you apply as soon as possible, because debt-free funding is the best way to fund your business. And so in order to get this grant money, there's just a few prerequisites or a few steps that you want to take before applying to a grant. The first step is first getting your mindset right. So let me know in the comments. I want to hear you say, I am a grant winner, because we are setting ourselves up for success before we even apply to these grants. Because before I won my grant, I was doubting, I was questioning whether or not it was a waste of time, whether or not I would win. But I am so grateful that I chose to apply to that grant in the face of doubts. And I need you to apply to these grants as well, no matter the doubts and no matter the haters. The second step we need to do is open up a business checking account if we don't already have one. The reason why we would want to have a business checking account in order to get this grant is because the grant organization needs somewhere to send the money. And so once you win a grant, they're going to want to send it via ACH payment directly to your business bank account. If you don't have one, they're not going to have a place to send that money. And one of the best business accounts that you can open up for free is with Relay. And if you use my link in the description below, you can get an additional $50 bonus. The third step that you don't have to do, but would be beneficial for you to do and to help you win even more grants, is setting up an official legal entity. And so the legal entities that you can set up are an LLC or a corporation. I personally have an LLC, as it's one of the easiest business entities to set up. And two of the best formation companies that'll help you with this process are Zen Business and Taylor Brands. Zen Business will help you if you solely want to get the formation, but Taylor Brands can do everything when it comes to setting up your business, like your business website and your business branding. And so you can check out both those business formation companies linked in the description below. And so if you've gotten to this point, your business is looking grantable, which means that organizations are going to be like, that's the kind of business I want to give my money to. And so this specific grant organization is giving out $50,000 to 5 business owners who are doing the hard work day in and day out to better their community. Whether that's through volunteering, community engagement, or hiring people and helping bring jobs to the community. This organization focuses on companies that are willing to give back and pour into their community. In order to have the best chance of winning this grant, we want to make sure we get as many points as possible in 3 key areas. The first key area is business purpose and story. This will be 33 points. And so how we can separate ourselves from other grant applicants is how well we communicate the struggles that we've experienced in our life and how we have overcome those struggles to get to where we are now. And so your ability to really share your story, your pain with the grant judges will make all of the difference when they go to read your grant application. The second key area that we really want to do well in, and is where 33 points as well, is community impact. And so when grading our application for how well we communicate our community impact, they're looking for us to talk about how we have volunteered in the community, or how we offer services, education, or trainings that help our community grow in a specific area. And so if we're able to communicate how our business has impacted the community in a positive way, we're more likely to get most, if not all of the 33 points in this area. And then the last category that our grant applications will be judged on is business team and community. And so when judges go to look for this particular category, they want to see in your application how winning this grant, you're going to expand your team and bring more jobs to your community. And so you want to get as many points as possible in each of these 3 categories to set yourself up for success when it comes to winning this grant. And so you can apply to this grant right now. And I'd honestly recommend that you apply to this grant as soon as possible, because grants as amazing as this one don't stay open too long. And so the official deadline for this grant is November 20th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so you want to make sure that you mark your calendar so that you do not miss the grant deadline. Because if you try to submit it after the grant deadline, they probably won't even look at your application. And to make sure that doesn't happen, you're going to mark it on your calendar and schedule out about 30 minutes of your time to dedicate towards this grant. Let me share with you more about just how amazing this grant is. And so when it comes to how you're going to get the $50,000, they've broken it down into 2 parts. You're first going to get $10,000 in cash directly deposited into your business bank account. And then the additional $40,000 is going to go towards local advertising in your community. Plus, they're going to pay for a huge billboard for you to promote your business. And so this grant is perfect for business owners who are ready to see their business grow. But it doesn't even stop there. Each of the 5 grant winners will also receive 1 free year of Gusto services. And so Gusto is a great platform to process payroll and pay out your employees. And so 5 winners will get this $50,000 grant. You might have thought I stopped there, but there is even more. In addition to the 5 grant winners, there will be an additional 150 grant winners that will take home a $500 Visa card. And so there is no reason not to apply to this grant if you qualify. Now let's go into the 5 requirements that your business must meet in order to make you eligible to apply to this grant. And so the first requirement is that your business must be located in one of these 5 cities. The first one is Miami, Florida. The second one is Dallas or the Fort Worth, Texas area. The third city is Houston, Texas. The 4th city is Denver, Colorado. And then we lastly have Charlotte, North Carolina. And so your business must be based in one of these 5 states in order to be eligible to apply to this grant. The second requirement is that your business must have no more than 75 employees. So if you got 10 employees, 30 employees, you're good. And we can move on to the next requirement. And so the third requirement for this grant is that your business must make less than $7 million in annual revenue. If you make $1 million, $100,000, $2 million, you're good to go and you meet this requirement. And for the 4th requirement, your business must be registered and active for at least 1 year. And so what this means is that you do need to have a business entity that was legally formed with your state. That can be an LLC or corporation. If you don't have a business entity, you can check out my links in the description below, as you can get one set up through a business formation company in less than 10 minutes. And lastly, for the 5th requirement, you must have an active website and business email. When it comes to a business email, you can get one for less than $3 a month with Hostinger. I've left a link to them in the description below. And then when it comes to a website, you can get one set up at an affordable price. I've left links in the description below for you to check out. And so if your business meets these 5 requirements, you are good to go. And so you need to be applying to this grant. And so when it comes to this grant application, no need to thank me, as it is very short. You can honestly get this done in less than 15 minutes, as the application just has 2 short response questions. And so in less than 15 minutes of your time, you can get $50,000. Let me know if there's any other return that you can get that's quite like this. And so as you see with this application, it's just going to ask you a few questions about you and your business, and then it's going to have those 2 short response questions at the bottom. And if you happen to have any questions about the grant application, make sure to let me know in the comments below, as I'd be more than happy to answer your question. And so before you accept this money, I need you to know a few things about grants. The first piece of information that you should know is that grants is taxable money, as it counts as income. And so the grant organization will likely issue you a 1099, so make sure to be ready for that. The second important piece of information that you need to know specifically about this grant is that Gusto will reach out to you asking you to confirm that you have won the grant. You have 72 hours to respond. If you don't respond within that time frame, Gusto will give that grant to someone else. And so for this grant and any other grant that you want to win, you need to make sure, it's very important that we check our emails and respond to these organizations as quickly as we can. And so if you follow these 2 pieces of advice, you should be set up, ready to apply to this grant, and even more ready to receive this grant once you win it. And make sure to let me know in the comments below that you're a grant winner. And if you want to know how you can use AI to help you in the grant application, make sure to check out this video right here.